Right now, there are two types of people using Gemma 4. The 99% who treat it like a free ChatGPT alternative to write their emails, and the 1% who realize Google just handed us the keys to a multi-million-dollar thinking engine that can completely replace your cloud API bill. If you think bigger AI is always smarter AI, this video is going to break everything you know. Today, I am opening the hood on Gemma 4's back processing. I'm going to show you the architectural anomaly that makes it so terrifyingly efficient, and exactly which model you need to download right now to build incredibly high-value systems, from a private, offline voice assistant for your home, all the way to a fully autonomous AI coding agent, completely locally and entirely for free. Welcome back to Everyday AI School, where we cut the fluff and pack every second with value. To understand why this feels like a cheat code, you have to look at the lab. Gemma 4 wasn't trained on the internet. It was trained using logit distillation straight from Gemini 3. It didn't just learn the answers. It mathematically mapped the reasoning patterns of Google's flagship AI. But to fit a supercomputer brain into a local laptop, they used three massive hacks. Hack number 1, per-layer embeddings. Standard models have one dictionary at the start. Gemma 4 gives every single layer its own specific mini-dictionary. This gives a tiny 2.3 billion parameter model the deep understanding of a massive model, using a fraction of the RAM. Hack number 2, alternating attention. It alternates between a sliding window, only looking at nearby words for speed, and a global attention pulse to remember the big picture. That's how you get a 256K context window, enough to read an entire book or code base on standard hardware. Hack number 3, the mixture of experts. The 26B model has 128 hyper-specialized experts, but it only wakes up 8 at a time. You get the genius of a 26 billion parameter model, but your GPU only does the math for 3.8 billion. But here is where almost everyone gets it wrong. Google didn't drop one model, they dropped 4 highly specific tools. If you use the wrong one for your project, you'll think Gemma 4 is garbage. Here is the exact breakdown of how to deploy them. First, the E2B and E4B, which are the sensory edge agents. Do not use these for heavy logic. Use these for sensory AI. Because these tiny models process audio and vision natively, they don't transcribe text. They actually hear tone and see the real world. Drop this onto a cheap Raspberry Pi or an old phone. You now have a 100% offline, zero latency Jarvis that controls your smart home. No internet required, and no tech company listening to your living room. Second, the 26B A4B MOE, the high-speed assistant. This is the speed reasoning hybrid. Because of the mixture of experts architecture, it is blindingly fast, but still has that massive 256K context window. This is your personal co-pilot. You can feed it massive datasets or an entire legacy GitHub repository, and it will organize information or hunt down bugs in seconds without melting your GPU. Third, the 31B Dense, the autonomous brain. This is the brute force logic engine. It is not fast, but it is a genius. It scores an 89.2% on the AI.me math benchmark. If you want to build complex, multi-step autonomous agents, if you've been seeing the hype around the leaked Claude Code CLI setup, or open source frameworks like OpenClaw and OpenHands, this is the brain you use to power them locally. It completely replaces the need for an expensive API key. In fact, if you want to see exactly how powerful that is, I just created a complete step-by-step tutorial showing you how to set up that leaked Claude Code framework using a local open source model. I'm linking that right up here and in the description. You need to watch that next. If this deep dive gave you a new perspective on what you can build at home, hit the subscribe button.